Hi guys, welcome to Manoeuvre, and this is the percentage part 4. In this video we will see the question which will be slightly tougher and which usually comes in CAT, XAT and IIFT. So the bar of the question will be slightly higher. Alright, so let's hit the first question guys without wasting any time. So first question itself is saying in a town 20% of the population speak English is 20%. 40% of the remaining speak Telugu, 25% of the remaining speak Tamil, and 43,200 speak all other languages. Find the population of the town. So let's assume that the population of the town was 100. Out of that, 20% people speaking English, which is 20 itself. So we're left with 80. Now out of 80, 40% of the remaining speak Telugu. So which means 40% of this 80, which will be 32. 32 people speak Telugu. Okay, so out of 80, if you remove 32, you will get 48. So you're left with 48 people, right? Out of 48, 25% of the remaining speak Tamil. So 25% is nothing but uh, 1/4. So this is 4 1 and 2 jar, which means 12 people speak Tamil. So basically we left with the 3/4 of this, which is nothing but 36. So you left with 36 people, and the question is saying 43,200 speak all other languages, which means according to us the remaining people are who is speaking other languages is 36, but according to the question it is 43,200, which means 32 is equal to 43,200. So now they are asking what was the original population, so we can say what was the 100. So now you have to do this cross multiplication. This is 32 and this will be 4 1 ja and 4 8 ja. This is 4 9 ja, and this will be 9 1 ja, and yeah, 9 1 ja, 9 2 ja 18, left with 2 0, and there is 2 0, which means 12 and 4 0. So answer option is first. All right, so let's hit the second question. In an examination there are 2000 candidates, out of which 900 are boys. If 32% of the boys and 38% of the girls passed, find the percentage of the failed candidates. Okay, great. So 2000 candidates we have, out of that 900 are boys, so boys are 900. So obviously girls will be 1100, right? If 32% of the boy and 38% of the girl passed, find the percentage of the failed candidate. So it's better to find out the failed candidate. So 32% of the boy, so pass and then fail. Let me write here boys and girl, pass fail, pass fail. So 32% pass in boy, so 68 will be failed, 68% will be failed. Likewise 38% of girl pass, 38% pass, which means 62 will be failed, right? 62 will be failed. Okay, so rather than finding the pass one, we can directly get directly we should find fail percentage. Fail is 68 out of 900. So I know if I find how I can do 70% minus 2%, which give me 68%. So let's find out 70% of 90. 70% of 90, 19 is your 100%. So 10% will be what? 90. So if you multiply here by 77, you will get 70%. So you will multiply here also by 7. So it will be 630, right? But we have to subtract 2%. So 10% was 90, so 1% will be your 9. So 9 2 is 18. 18 you will subtract from this, you will get what? 612. So 612 boys are failed in okay, 612 boys are failed, and what about the girls? 62%. So I should find 60% and then plus 2%. So this will boils down to 62%. So 10% will be your 110 multiplied by 66, you will get 66, and then 2%, 1% will be your 11, twice of this will be 22, which will be your 2%. This will be 682. So 682 and 612, this is 4 and this is 9, this is 12. 1294 are the overall student candidates who are failed out of 2000. So find the percentage of the failed candidate. Total candidate is 2000, and out of that 1294 is failed in 200. This get cancelled. If you remove this 0, you have to put decimal here, and this is 2 6 ja, 2 4 ja, and 2 7 ja. 64.7% is the answer. So this is the answer. Option C is the correct one. Fine. Okay, the Indian cricket team played 25 one-day matches in a particular season of an year and won 40% of their matches. A new coach was then brought in who wanted a success rate of 75% of the matches played by the end of the year. What is the minimum number of additional matches that should be played to achieve the target? Fine. So overall he needs 75%. That should be the one and lose. So initially they played 25. Out of that 40% of their matches they won 40%, which will be 2.5. 10 matches, 25% of 40 is nothing but 10. So 10 won and 15 loss. Overall match played was 25. Correct. Now they are asking what is the minimum number of additional matches that should be played to achieve that target. Okay, this question I think I should go by option, but I can solve it by the standard way also. Okay, so what is the minimum number of additional matches that should be played to achieve that target? Okay, so the minimum number could be what, guys? Minimum number will be the matches which we play, and we will win all those matches which we'll play now. So that will be the minimum number of additional matches, because he need a success ratio which is 75%, right? So I can say 10 matches he won plus some extra matches he is playing, which is x, which should be equal to 75%, which is 3/4 of some additional matches, which is 25 matches already played plus x. So this will be 30 plus 3x, which will be 75 plus 4x. So just a moment, I have done error actually. This should not come here, because success he needs 70%, 75% of the matches he played. So this should be 3 by 4. So now this is will be 40 plus 4x, which will be 75 plus 3x. So this 3x will come here, 4x minus 3x give you x, and this will give you your 75 minus this 40 is 35. So 35 matches he will play, and he have to win 35 matches. Then only the case will be 75% of the success rate. So answer will be 75. Sorry, 35. Option A. This question you can solve by option also. Uh, Let me try by option. If I solve, I have won 30 matches. Out of that, if I play extra 35, I have already played 25. Now I'll play 35. This will give me 60. He need a success ratio of 75%, which is 3/4. This will be what? 4 ones and 4 fives are 15 3 is 45, right? Which means 45 matches he have to win. So 10 he already won. So 35 extra will give you 45. So this is how you can go by option. So A is the correct answer. The sales of an item increases by 20% every week if the difference between the sales of the fourth week and the second is 157. What are the sales in the third week? Okay, so there is a week 1, there is a week 2, there is a week 3, and there is a week 4. So difference between the sales of fourth week and second week is this. So let's assume that first week sales was 100 and the sales increased 20 years every week, 20%, sorry 20% every week. So this will be 120 and 20% of this will be 24, which you will add, you will get 144. Yeah, and 20% of this will be 28.8, which you will add in 144. It will give 8 and 8 plus 4, okay, 172. So fourth cell is 1. This is the what we have done, but according to the question, the question is saying the difference between the cells of the fourth week and the second week is 157. Fourth week is 172.8 minus second week is 120. So this difference will give me 0.8, and this is 2, and this is will be 5, right? So this is equal to 157. What are the cells at the third week? Third week was 144. So basically according to us difference is this, but according to the question difference is 157. So we can say 52.8, which is equal to 157. So 144 is equal to how much? So this is 157 into 144 upon 52.8. If I remove this decimal, I'll have to increase 0 here, and this is 8. This is slightly calculative. Okay, so let's cancel it. Shall I cancel it by 9? Let's try by 3. 3 1s are 3, 7 and 6 are. This is 3 4s are 12, 3 6 are 3 4s are 12, 3 8s are, and this is 0. Yeah, and this will be 176. Okay, so 4 I can try. 4 1s are 4 2s are 0, and this is 4 4s are 16, 4 4s are, this is again 4 3s are 0, and this is 4 1s are 1s are. This 11 I can try here. 11 1s are, this will not help, it's coming in point. Okay, all right, so 157 multiplied by 30, which give me 0, and 3 7s is 21, 3 5s is 15, plus 2 is 17, remainder is 1, 3 1s are 3, plus 1 4, which will be divided by 11. This is 4 ja, so this is basically 4 ja 44, this is 3 1, this is 2 ja 22, and this will be 9, and then 0 will come here, and this will be 8 ja, so this will be 88. So 428 something will come points, which answer option is D is the only have 428. No other option has as such option 428. So your answer will be option D. Slightly calculative question. Fine. So question number 5. In an office, 30% of the employee are men and the remaining are women. 60% of the men are married and the 66% of the employees are married. What percentage of the women are not married? Okay, so let's assume that in office there are 100 people. So in office 30% of employee are men, so this is 30 are men, so obviously women will be your 70. Okay, 60% of the men are married. 60% of the men, 60% of this which will be 18, which will be married. So unmarried will be your 12, right? And the 66% of the employee are married, which means out of 100, 66 people are married, which means unmarried are this is 4 and this will be your 3, 34. 34 are unmarried. Fine. Now the question is what percentage of the women are not married? Okay. Overall married employees are 66 and men who are married is 18. So out of 6 overall employee, if you subtract the male employee, you will get the female employee, and obviously the employee who will come, they are the obviously female. Yeah. So 16, this will be 8 and this will be 5 minus 1 4. So out of women, 48 women are married, which means the women which are not married or unmarried, they will be 22. Correct? Yeah. So what percent of the women are not married? 22 women are not married out of 70 women in 200. This get cancelled. So this will be 220 upon 7. Or if you reduce this, yeah, you cannot reduce this. This is the what, answer option C is the correct one. Okay, great. Question number 6. Vendor sells 60% of the apples he had and throws away 15% of the remainder. Next day he sells 50% of the remainder and throws away the rest. What percent of his apple does the vendor throw? So let's assume that vendor had 100 apples. Vendor sells 60% of the apple. So 60% if he sell, so he will remain with, so if he sells 60%, he remain with 40, and he had and throw away 15% of the remainder. 15% of the remainder, so remainder is 40. 15% of 40 is nothing but 6, so he throws 6. He will throw 6, right? So he will remain with 34. Yeah, 40 minus 6, 15%. Yeah. Next day he sell 50% of the remainder. 50% of 17 is minus this, so he will remain with 17. Okay, and the remainder and throw the away the rest is 17. He throw away what percent of his apple does the vendor throw? So he throws 17 and 6, overall is 23 is throw. So 23 is what percent of 100 is nothing but 23. So 23% is what percent of his apple does he vendor throw is 23. Okay, he's asking number. Great. Fine. In an examination, there are 100 questions divided into 3 groups A, B, C, such that each group contain at least one question. Each question in group carries 1 marks. Each question in group B carries 2 marks, and each question in group C carries 3 marks. It is known that the question in group A together carries at least 60% of the total marks. Okay, if B contains 23 questions, then how many questions are there in group C? Okay, all right. So we have group A, we have group B, and we have group C. Okay, so there is a number of question and marks. All right, great. Now they are saying they such that each group contain at least one question, so one question has to be there. Each question in group A carries 1 marks, so this is 1 marks, very good. And each question in group B is 2 marks, and likewise in here it is 3 marks. Oh, great. If group C carries 3 marks, it is known that question in group A, questions in group A together carry at least 60% of total marks. So whatever will be your total marks, which will include A, B and C, which is total of 60% has to be with A. This is what the question. Great. So let's start. If group B contains 23 questions, if there are 23 questions, so marks will be 46. because 2 marks for in each question in group B. Then how many questions are there in group C? Okay, the only foundation we have 60%. 60%. Okay, this question I have to go by option only, guys. Okay, if I say 2, let's take 2. If A will so then how many questions are there in group C? If 2 is here, so marks will be 6. Now overall questions are 100 first of all. So 75 questions will be there because 23 plus 2, 25 we done with. 75 marks. 75 marks, 46 marks and 6 will give me what? 17, and this will be 11 and 12. 60% of 127 has to be 75. If it is not so, so we cannot take. So let's see. 60%, 10% is 12.7 into 6. 6 7 is 42. Remainder is 4. 4 6 which are 12. 12 plus 4, 16. 1 carry. 6 1 is 6 1 7. 76. 76.2 is the 60%. So which means we cannot take 2 marks. So 2 option is out. So this cannot be possible. Okay, great. So fine. So let's say 1. If it is this is 46, if say one question will come here, so 3 marks will be here, which means 76 will be here and 76 come here. Because 23 2, if he will take 2, then this will be 6. So by going option you will get to know that you have to lower the number of question in C. So that's why I have went to 1. So this is 76 plus 46 plus 3. This is nothing but 15, and 7 plus 4 is 11 plus 1 is 12. 125. 60% of 125 is nothing but 6 5 is 30, and 12 6 is 72 plus 3 75. 75% is 60, and here is 60 76, and here is 75. So question is at least 60% or more than 60 is okay. So this condition is satisfying the condition, that hence answer option is C. So in group C there should be one question. If B is scoring B number of questions are 23, so answer option for this is 1. Little time consuming question. Okay, so same question. Okay, if I guess this is from 2004 CAT, I guess. So there is a, there is a B, and there is a C. So again the same scenario, number of questions and marks. This is total. Great. So if group C contain 8 questions, if it is 8 questions, so obviously marks will be 3, 2 and then 1. So 8 3 is 24, and B carries at least 20% of the total marks. Okay, of the total marks, which means whatever A plus B plus C will get, of this 20% goes to B. Very smart. And 60% has to be with A. Great. Which of the following best describe the number of questions in the group B? Okay, so there are option 11 12 13 14 and 15. 1 11 12 13 14 15. So let's start with 13. This is the middle number, so at least I will get to know where I have to go, whether this side or this side. So if B 13 question, though obviously marks will be 26. 8 question done with C, 13 question done with B, we done with 21 questions. So remaining questions are 79. Yeah, so 79 marks overall. So if I add 79 and we add 26 and we add 24, overall will be 19. This is 1 carry, and this is 4, and this is 1. 129 is the total marks. Of that, 20% has to be with B. So 12 2s are 12.9 is your 10%. Roughly it is 13 if I say twice. 26, slightly lesser than 26, and It is there. So 13 is satisfying because 20% is 12.9. 20% will be slightly lower than 26, and the question is saying at least 20%, at least 20. So this is satisfying the condition. So luckily I got 13, but this is out and this is out, which means either answer option is second or answer option is third. Should I go lower? Should I go upper? So let's go with 14. If it is 14? So if it is 14, then marks will be 28. Yeah. So there are 14 questions, 8. This will be 78 then, and this will be 78. So 78 plus 28 plus 24. So this is 16 plus 4 is 20, and this 2, and this is 24, this is 28. 4 plus 7 11 plus 2 is 13. 130. Okay, 130 is total, and 20% will be 28, which is there. At least 20%. Yeah, at least it is 28. Thank God. Now 130 60% is 78, and this is exactly 78. So this is what's fulfilling the condition, and answer option will be your third. Great. Two lumps of gold, silver and copper together weigh 20 kg. One lump contains 75% gold and 31.25 grams silver per kilogram. Another lump contains 85% gold and 30 grams silver per kilogram. The total quantity of silver in two lumps is 617.5 gram. If two lumps are melted to form one, the percentage of gold in it. So our agenda is to find percentage of gold. Okay, fine. So let's say there is a lump 1 and lump 2. This is x, so this has to be, this is 20 kg. So in this it is 20 minus x, right? One lump contains 75% gold and 31.25 grams of silver per kilogram, and another lump contains 85% of gold and 30 grams of the this. And so if I, this is x, okay, and the total quantity of silver in two lumps is this, so which means this is 31.25 of x plus 20 minus x of 30, which is equal to 617.5 grams. This is what the total silver, 617.5 is silver. So if I solve this, 31.25x plus this is 60 minus 30x is equal to 617.5. So this will come here, this will be 1.25x, and this will give me 17.5. So x will be nothing but 17.5 and 1.5 point. If I remove, so this will be 1750 upon 125. This will be 25 5s and 25 7s, and this will be fine. So x value is nothing but 14. If x is 14 here in lamp 1, this will be 6. Correct? Okay, great. Now the question is total number of percentage of gold. Percentage of gold, which means 75% of 14 and 85% of 6. 75% is nothing but 3/4 of 14. 14 3 ja is 42 divided by 4. 1 ja 0, 10.5. So this will be in this, in lump 1 gold. So there is a lump 1, there is a lump 2. So gold will and silver, gold and silver. This is 10.5 is the gold. And what about here? 85%. So 6 is your 100%. 10% will be your 0.6, and 80 of this will be 4.8, and half of this will be 0.3, which will be 5.1. So 5.1 will be your gold in this. So 10.5 and this is 5.1. This is 15.6. Correct? So out of what they are asking, percentage of gold in it. So overall is 20. Out of that, gold is 15.6 into 100. This get cancelled, and this is 2 and 2 5s, and this is 5 6 is 30. 15 5 is 75, plus 3 is 78. 78% is the answer. Answer option is D. Great. So let's come to next question. The population of a village is 8,400. Of this, 4/7 are male and they are to marry women of their own village. If 65% of males are married, then find the percentage of unmarried females among females. Okay, female of this particular village are also supposed to marry men of their own village. Okay, everyone getting married. Okay, great. So we have 8,400. 7/4 are male, which means 4/7, sorry, 4/7 are male. 8400, which is 7 1 7 2 ja. 48, 48 are male. Obviously the remaining will be a female. Female will be 232, right? It's 4 and 7. Yeah. Okay, now 60% of the male are married. 60%, 65%, 60%, 10% is 480 into 6. 6 8 is 48, 6 4 are 24, and 8 28. And 5% more, half of this will be 240. 12, 3120 will be are the men man who are married, married man. 3120. So obviously these are the married. Okay, so okay, this is 400, no? So this has to be 36. Okay, okay, fine. Yeah, 8,400. If you remove this is 36, yeah. And this is women who are married. What the question is then? Percentage of the unmarried female. Unmarried female. Obviously 3120 are men who will obviously married with the female only, no? So which means 3600 minus of 3120. These are the married. Sorry, this is 0. So this is 0. This is 8 and this is 4. So this much of the female who are not married, female at this particular village are also supposed to be married at their own village. Unmarried female are 480 of percent of the unmarried female among the female, which is total female were 36 36. Okay, great. Into 100, so this get cancelled. So this is 12, 12 threes are. So this is 13.33%. Yeah, yeah. Answer option is D. Fine. So slightly calculative, but yeah, doable. Great. All right, guys. So we have done with the all type of questions which usually we get in CAT, XAT, and IIFT. Fine. So if you're planning to join us for the classroom program, you can call on this number. You can join us, and please subscribe the channel if you want to see more video like this. Thank you and all the best. Thank you.